The difficulty in answering this question is by the time this podcast releases, the goalpost would have moved on what's hype and what's real by a significant margin. But let's try and unpack this. I think we initially started off by outsourcing some of our tasks to AI. Hey, help me find more information about this, help me answer this particular question. What's morphed from there is to an agentic AI world, which is where we are most of us living in, where you're almost giving them goals. Help me schedule this patient. And now, within scheduling this patient, there's maybe six different tasks that need to be completed. You need to ask a bunch of questions. You need to be able to read the patient's charts, make some decisions. You need to be able to edit the patient's chart. There's a bunch of things that are happening here. Clubbing patients from sort of task-led stuff to this agentic world's been the sort of big change, and that's become real. It's become real across a bunch of industries. It's become the most real in software engineering. Software engineers are the ones who sort of are creating these things. They ended up making sure that they don't have to do a lot of their own work. They use software engineers almost as AI agents. For example, our company, I think three quarters, maybe 75-80% of the code that's being written is being written by AI agents right now. To a lesser extent, within other industries, legal started using them. I think a lot of paralegal work in most leading law firms is now done by some form of legal AI agents. Within healthcare, we've seen, I think, varying degrees of success. I think one of the most common ones is a simple task led one, which is something that just picks up a phone call, answers a few basic questions, and now we are seeing the advent of slightly more complicated ones, which is a combination of front office, admin, back office tasks all combined into a workflows. I haven't personally seen any of these sort of get into deeper clinical workflows, but I think that's where the future is. Right now, it's sort of limited to front office workflows. We can get into the details of what workflows are good fit for an AI agent, what's not. Um, as to what's hype and noise, see, broadly, there's never been a time in the industry when you can demonstrate a technology to work and just blow everybody's mind very easily. Oh, look, here's an AI agent that looks like Dr. Dragutsky, talks like Dr. Dragutsky, and can actually diagnose GERD in this particular conversation almost as well as Dr. Dragutsky. The difference is, can you do that 10,000 times and be as accurate as Dr. Dragutsky every single time? That's where the noise and reality starts diverging. Knowing where it can and where it can't is, you almost have to try it, understand it, and that goalpost been changing significantly. So when I say admin workflows are ready for this, I mean to say there it's within sort of reasonable guidelines. You can run it at 10,000 times and have them run accurately as humans would do 999 times. But there are clinical workflows where we are not sure yet, and we have to work on this.